Hey everyone, this is Megan from Paint and Sip BT. I hope you're having a great day. I wanted to spend a little time talking about virtual paint nights for teams and how they really foster creativity and connection for the group. Now, it's not only like an individual gain, but it's really a gain for the entire team. So I wanted to talk through some of those details with you. First, I would like to share that there's a few areas that I'll cover in this video. I'll cover the benefits of virtual team building events, how you can organize a virtual paint event for your group if you're thinking about it, and then what are really some of the positive impacts of the group dynamics and the creativity that come out from these events. So you could read through the full page on my website, but I'll give you a little bit of a quick video overview to help you digest some of the information. So one of the things that we like to talk about is the benefits is there is strengthening team bonds. So a lot of participants in our virtual paint and sip classes, we encourage collaboration and teamwork. Our colleagues can all work together, share ideas, and offer assistance, whether that's the, hey, you can do this, or hey, what do y'all think kind of thing. So the connections that are developed in these experiences are really quite fun. There's a lot of humility that comes from these experiences. Team members also get enhanced levels of creativity. It actually allows individuals to think outside of the box and tap into their imaginations, which really has a positive impact with problem solving skills and encouraging like innovative ways of thinking within the work environment itself, which is really quite interesting. I've actually personally experienced that myself. So I always like highlighting that to other partners and customers. So you have a little bit of visibility there. Another benefit is stress relief, and it's good for our well-beings. So painting is a therapeutic activity that reduces stress and can promote relaxation. An event like this provides a great outlet for your team members to unwind and focus on something enjoyable while it's contributing to their overall, personal selves. Team members can improve their communication. Some team members may be asked direct questions. What do you find hard about this painting? What are you enjoying, etc. Those were really fun things to bring up and stir in these conversations. And it's also another benefit is inclusivity. So these virtual painting events are accessible to all team members, regardless of their artistic abilities. So the focus is on the process and the experience rather than the product that they're making. And it's an inclusive activity that everyone can really enjoy because not everybody's a good painter. And I think that people know that going into this. So it kind of allows them to relax and be a part of this group, and they show up as they are. Now, if you're interested in organizing a virtual paint event, I have taught hundreds of paint classes. I would help you with all the steps. There's actually very few things that you need to do on your end. When you hire a company like myself or another group, they can help manage some of these details. So one, you have to choose a platform, Zoom, Microsoft, Teams. We offer Zoom. If your company is more comfortable with Microsoft Teams, we can use Microsoft Teams. That platform is pretty flexible in most cases. Next, you get to choose a theme for the painting. So that aligns with the team's interests and preferences. You as a host, you may just want to pick one, or you could survey the team to kind of get their ideas, which is always interesting. The paint supplies is something that I provide. So I would mail paint kits to each and every individual team member. If you wanted to coordinate this on your own and buy your own paint supplies, you certainly could do that. It is certainly easier to work with a partner to help get those supplies out. So it's very easy for us to pack and ship kits to participants. And then they just show up by clicking on that Zoom link to be a part of the experience. As a host, the only things that you're responsible for is sending out those invites. So it's one, finding that day and time, but then sending that invite out via email, right? That's pretty typical. So that's really one of the major things that you're responsible for. The other thing is collecting addresses so we could mail those paint kits. Now, with regards to organization and execution, we provide a step-by-step guided experience. So there's nothing that you need to do on your end to really execute the event. During the event, I'll also encourage people to share their artwork. It's really fun to encourage team members to share. their work and progress because it really fosters a great sense of community and support where folks can kind of engage in those friendly conversations and say, hey, that actually looks really good. It's always fun to share that and share that level of camaraderie with one another. All right, cool. So let's talk a little bit about the positive impact on group dynamics and creativity. So one of the positive impacts to an event like this for teams is the openness to new ideas. So engaging in a creative activity can encourage individuals to embrace new perspectives and ideas. So we talked a little bit about that earlier, but it's being more open to new things happening. That could be at work, it could be at home. There's this openness. It's this practice of trying to paint something new. It's this practice of something showing up in their lives differently, and they're being open to that. So it's interesting how little activities like this can add a lot of value to future elements of their lives. Another positive impact of this creative event for teams is building trust. An example may be collaborating on a creative project. It could foster trust and mutual respect among team members. And then this trust can lead to better communication and more effective problem solving in the workplace. So again, another tie back to professional life, professional career benefits. And then boosting morale is another good one. Oh my gosh. Our virtual paint classes provide a refreshing break from the daily routines. This boosts team morale and it creates a more positive work atmosphere. We all know what it's like to be stuck, whether you feel stuck with your team, you're stuck on an idea, and you just need a little help getting over it. These creative classes have such a positive impact to really just break us free from that little bit of stress or that little bit of staleness. It really stirs the pot in a really good way. You also encourage risk taking, which I love tying this back to careers and professionals. By trying something new, like painting, it encourages team members to step out of their comfort zones. And this willingness to take risks can extend back to everyday projects, whether you're at home or at work. And it leads to increased innovation, which is really quite fun. And then another a benefit or positive impact to these virtual creative classes for teams is the live paint event offers a great bridge for the physical gap and to create a sense of togetherness for any remote employees. So otherwise, it might be lacking, right? So our remote and virtual employees sometimes feel a little left out or they're engaged with a little bit differently. I think it's changing a little bit. I've seen the pandemic change and I've been in person, I've been virtual in my past corporate jobs. And this is a great way just to strengthen those relationships and strengthen those connections for remote employees. So I hope that this overview was helpful for you today. One of the ways I love summarizing this is we're in a world of virtual interactions and it's really become the norm. So it's really important that we find innovative ways to connect and nurture team dynamics. It's so essential. Corporate painting events like this can offer creative and it's an engaging solution that will bring people together. It promotes open communication and a sense of unity. I would encourage you to consider this type of event because the creativity can really strengthen bonds on a team and create more vibrant collaborative work environment. So I encourage you to reach out with any questions. I hope this information was helpful for you today. There's a lot of benefits as shared above and on the page on my website that highlights more, but I hope you have a great day today and thank you so much for listening. Take care.